In this video, I'm going to talk about the artifact assignment. You'll actually complete this twice during the term. Artifact 1 you'll complete during the first half, and Artifact 2 you'll complete during the second half of the term. You should look at the course Canvas site and also your syllabus for the due dates for those two respective assignments. However, they both follow the same rough guidelines. What you'll do with the artifact assignment is you'll look through your daily activities and try to find some sort of health message. For example, maybe you're at the mall and see a public service announcement, a poster, let's say, or some sort of print advertisement about a health issue. What you'll do is you should take two photos. The first photo should be a photo of that actual health message. So take your phone out, take a photo of that poster, and make sure you save the image for that. The second image that you should take is basically a selfie, you and that health message. What I'm looking for is to see that it's something that you've encountered in your daily life, and a good way to verify that is for you to have yourself in the photo with it. That doesn't mean you have to see the complete photo. I know it can sometimes be hard to do that, but I at least want to see you and then part of that health message, and then that first photo should be one of just the message itself so that we've got a clear view of what that is. So with those two images, what you'll basically do is write a short paper that helps to explain that artifact. Now, I've provided some guidelines for that, and that's on the assignment page for both Artifact 1 and Artifact 2, and the description's identical for both of them. But what you'll do is describe that artifact and how you came about it, talk about the target audience and the health issue. When you're talking about the health issue, you might need to refer to outside sources if it's something particular, or in your explanation if you're pulling in outside information. And also provide a little bit of a critique in terms of, do you think this message is effective or not? What could they do differently? How could it be more effective? What you'll do to submit this assignment is submit that analysis. And again, I've got the details for that in the assignment page for both Artifact 1 and Artifact 2. And that would just be a simple Word document with your explanation of the artifact there. And you'd submit that through Canvas using the assignment page for Artifact 1 or Artifact 2. So you'll submit that Word document. You'll also submit the two images that you have taken. Again, the first image should be of just the artifact so that we can see what it is. The second image is that selfie with you and the artifact. So you submit those three files through Canvas, and that's what your instructor will look at. In addition to that, we're also going to use this assignment to help develop a class discussion about the health messages and health artifacts that we're seeing in our daily lives. So after you've submitted to Canvas through the assignment page for respectively for Artifact 1 and Artifact 2, you should go to the course discussion section, and I've got links to that in both Artifact 1 and Artifact 2, and you'll create a new post where you link in your two images. Now, it could be linking in the URL, but I think a better idea is just to try to embed the image if you can. But you might link to, let's say, an outside image hosting site like Flickr, for example. But link in the two images that you have, and then you can paste in your analysis. What's your analysis of the artifact? You can paste it into that discussion section, and other students should be reading and responding to what you have there. Perhaps they think that the artifact could have done something differently, or maybe they think that's an interesting health message and they want to talk about it further, or perhaps it's also one that they've encountered themselves. But what I want you to have in that discussion section is a place for the class to discuss the artifact that you found and maybe bring insight into that discussion. Only the submission through Canvas is graded by your instructor, and nobody else sees those comments, but through that discussion page, people in class can discuss what they found, and I think that might help us understand some of these health artifacts further. If you have questions about this assignment, certainly email your instructor, but make sure you look through the written description of both Artifact 1 and Artifact 2 as you're completing those assignments, and I highly recommend you avoid waiting until last minute. Lastly, what you want to avoid doing, don't do this. What you want to avoid doing is just doing a simple image search. So I've seen students wait until the last minute and they just do a Google search for health issue. You're not going to find something interesting. You're not going to find something helpful. Instead, in your daily lives, when you're walking around campus or going to and from work, or maybe picking your kids up at daycare or picking your kids up at a neighbor's house, if you see a health message, take a photo of that. This needs to be some sort of health message that you encounter in your daily lives and not just something you searched for on Google. So again, if you've got questions, talk with your instructor. Feel free to email him or her, but also take a look at that description that I've got as you're completing this assignment.